To deal with evolving security threats, the Ministry of Home Affairs is partnering with local academia to elevate its science and technology capabilities to a new level. For the very first time, the Ministry of Home Affairs and the National University of Singapore came together to jointly organize the inaugural Novel Automobile Barrier Challenge. Launched in September last year, it saw a total of 29 proposals submitted by teams from NUS, NTU and 4 other polytechnics. An automobile barrier prevents vehicles from crashing into a building. Guest of Honour K. Shanmugam, Minister for Home Affairs and Minister for Law, said that collaborations with academia and students and national security is important because it keeps the home team one step ahead of the threat.
The challenge was organised with one primary aim: to generate promising automobile barrier concepts and designs which have the potential to be developed into viable systems for our Home Affairs security operations. Through this challenge, we hope to increase the interest of academia and students in partnering with us and contributing scientific and technical expertise to our national security efforts. The security threats that we face today, whether in crime, drugs, or terrorism, are dynamic in nature. To stay effective in the long term, we will need to constantly invest in capability development and leverage on science and technology.
The teams were tasked with creating a novel automobile barrier that will effectively stop a moving vehicle travelling at 60 kilometers per hour from crashing into a building or facilities. Among the 10 teams that made it to the finals, it was Team CORO that emerged victorious. The 5-member team took 6 months to complete their prototype. Their team representative, Tan Chun Liang, explains the inspiration behind the automobile barrier.
The idea actually came about from Japanese origami. We were playing with paper and how folding and unfolding can lead to dissipation of energy and how it can stop a car.
Could you share with us the simple mechanics, behind how this model actually works?
Well, basically the car will hit a metal plate and in turn it will compress a water tank. Yeah. From then on, it will trigger off a rotation mechanism where you'll slam into onto the road, and it will stop the car.
The prototype cost the team $2,000 out of their own pockets, but the cash prize of $8,500 more than made up for it. Although Team CORO won the challenge, it is not the end of the road for the other teams. The Ministry of Home Affairs hopes to run rigorous tests to determine which prototype is the most viable and practical to develop.